Stay cautious for yourself and others seems to be the pandemic message here for us in UK. Hello to everybody all around the world here. May 2021, where are we up to here in the UK? We've been in and out of lockdown, having been affected for the pandemic for over a year, and the vaccine is being rolled out very widely, and millions of people here in the UK have received the vaccine. But COVID is still lurking around, especially in these new variants. Big deep breath. So, people in Oxfordshire are being encouraged to continue to get tested for COVID-19 twice weekly and get vaccinated when they can, after the national roadmap entered into the new phase on the 17th of May. Indoor hospitality is now able to reopen and indoor entertainment can resume, including cinemas, play areas, museums. Up to 6 people or 2 households can meet indoors and up to 30 people outdoors. All remaining outdoor entertainment can reopen, such as outdoor cinemas and performances. International travel to green list countries is also allowed. Mr. Azar, Oxfordshire County Council's Director for Public Health, said, with people now meeting indoors once more and wanting to meet relatives they may not have seen for several months, it is more important than ever that people take advantage of the testing options that are available. It is really a case of better safe than sorry, particularly when we're facing this new variant of the virus. So, the numbers in Oxfordshire are currently low and they reflect how cautious we've all been and all the cautions we've been exercising. So, well done and thank you to all of us for playing our part. However, the new rules bringing more of us together, we must remember that 1 in 3 of us carry the virus without symptoms. 1 in 3. Being indoors also increases the risk of spreading COVID-19. Testing remains a crucial part of how we can continue to ease out of this lockdown safely. What we don't want is another wave and another spat of this virus, and then everything goes into lockdown and we start all over again. So, the number of requests for testing has declined in recent weeks, but lateral flow tests are still playing an important role in picking up cases. Last week, more than half of new cases identified in Oxfordshire came from the lateral flow tests. So, if you are out and about, it is recommended that you have a test twice a week. So, let's continue to play it safe. We do not know how transmissible this new variant is from India and so on. So, this is a further reason for caution. Please think about your distance from those who are not fully vaccinated or may have other vulnerabilities. To mitigate the risk of catching or spreading COVID-19, we should all meet outside where possible. Take the vaccine when it's offered to you and minimise how many people we are in close contact with and for how long. If you are out and about, it is strongly advised that you take part in a twice weekly symptom free testing and continue to test and isolate if you have symptoms or you test positive. The basics we've been living by have been hands, face, space. Hands being, of course, regularly washing our hands for at least 30 seconds with soapy water if possible, really thoroughly. Having a sufficient distance, 2 meters is how we've been operating, to have a 2 meter distance, and of course wearing face masks, which tend to be the fabric or the medical face mask just over our mouth here. And fresh air, of course, as we now we're going into summer. Meet as much as you can outside, or if you are indoors meeting somebody, we've been encouraged to have the windows open. So we are moving in the right direction, but there is still a picture of coronavirus and the pandemic here in Oxfordshire, and I don't think we should just skate over that, but just acknowledge that. So the current number of cases per 100,000 of the population in Oxford is 10.4. Charwell 13.3, so that's the highest. So extra precautions if you're in Charwell. Oxford 10.5, South Oxfordshire 7.7, Vale of White Horse 9.6, and West Oxfordshire 10.8. I've been reporting for a volunteer radio station, every single day over the pandemic to give you the latest news and views from the government and the NHS on this COVID-19 and this pandemic. And whilst I am not a health professional, nor do I work for the government, but the party line very strongly does seem to be that we should still be getting tested, because don't forget, even though you've had the vaccine, you can still catch it and you're not immediately immune either. It takes a few weeks for the medication to work its way into your system fully. And 1 in 3 people don't have any symptoms but can have COVID. So I don't want to be the voice of doom and gloom and the voice of terror as regards coronavirus. But I think it's really important that we still remain educated and cautious, so that we don't then zip into the new wave of some other weird and wonderful virus hybrid that has developed abroad. So just to say, stay safe. If you have people over, talk to them in the garden if you can. Don't be frightened to have a big distance between you and the other person, to have the window open, to wear a mask. Do whatever you think is right. But just to acknowledge with you personally that there is still coronavirus here in Oxford in the UK.